This tutorial is a quick tutorial also I wanted to show you. So we're going to open the image of the mountains. So you want to bring up your tools again. Right in the middle of the tool palette, you're going to see the blur tool, sharpen tool, and smudge. The blur tool, again, it works with different brush sizes and hardness. Okay, so you can select what works for you. You're going to have to experiment to figure out which one you need. But if I wanted to, the way this tool works is if I wanted to create like more, for some reason I wanted to create more snow coming down the mountains, I can use this, maybe an avalanche kind of looking. So it'll allow me to take almost the ink as if it were paint on a paintbrush and just smudge it. Okay, so that's a pretty cool effect, and you can apply it anywhere. If you apply it in the green area, it's not as significant. Again, I also want to point out, if you do it in an area and you don't like it, you can always pull down under Window, go to History, and History will allow you to back up actually to the very beginning if you want, or you can move forward again, and it will apply the steps that you took to create these items. Okay, and you just close it and it leaves off at that point. So again, that's the smudge tool. The sharpen tool will allow you to make things a little clearer. So you see when I do this, let me back up here, I'm going to blow it up so that you can see what sharpen will do. So again, I'm going to look at my history again. I'm going to go back here. Okay. So if I want to sharpen, sorry, my sharpen is that triangle. If I want to just go over an area and make it clearer, see how it kind of clears it up, and it's clearer as opposed to blurrier. So what I want to see in this tutorial is I want to just see you applying the sharpening, the smudge in certain areas, just so that I see how you are applying it, that you understand what it's used for, because you never know what your Photoshop files are going to require, and it's good to know what a lot of these tools do and how you can get the effect that you need. The blur tool, so it gives a slight blur if you notice. So I'm going to go back here. So here's my area. It's clearer. If I click on that blur tool, which looks like a little raindrop, it just gives a little blur in that area. The more I press, the blurrier it gets. Okay? So like I said, add the blur tool to various areas. Just want you to experiment. Add that smudge and also the sharpen. Okay? Sharpen the area. Okay? See how when I sharpen it, it'll now take my smudge and sharpen the area. Okay? So I just want you to experiment. So these mountains should just have experiment all over it. And like I said, with these three tools. So blur, sharpen, and smudge. And that's really the tutorial. So like I said, when you hand it in, make sure you have bits and pieces of that applied so that I see that you were experimenting a bit. Okay? And again, save as, put your initials, and you can just call it mountains. You can save it as a PDF. And you can upload it to Shovi. So these are quick little tutorials like I mentioned. Alright, see you in the next tutorial.